Now is Republican Congressman Jim Renacci from Ohio. He is a member of the House Ways and Means Committee, a gubernatorial candidate as well in Ohio, and I guess you need those prayers. You know, Congressman, you look at these volumes of our tax code. It's stacked up on the tables of some of these congressmen trying to make the case that we need simplification. I just think that to cut through all that verbiage and all of those special deals must be next to impossible, no?
Well, actually, and it's interesting because not only have I been a businessman for 30 years, I'm also a CPA, still a licensed CPA, so I have worked with the tax code for over the last 3 decades. And I can tell you it is complicated and we need to simplify it. And that's really the key here, simplifying the tax code, making sure that middle-income America gets a tax break, and in the end, making sure we lower our corporate rates because we have to have sustained growth.
Right.
I hear you talk about the markets earlier. The markets will continue to go up if we have sustainable growth.
Exactly.
And we got to get sustained growth by bringing corporate rates down and also allowing middle Americans to have more money to spend.
And simplifying the code, just ripping up those books. But here's the problem. I'm going to read to you from the Brady Amendment to the new tax code. This is brand new, hot off the press. This is a provision found on page 398. It says, and we can put up the full screen. I'm going to read directly from this Brady Amendment. It says, insert the following. The foreign corporation shall be allowed a deduction for the taxable year referred to in subparagraph A equal to the product of the sum of 104% plus the annual federal short-term rate for the last month ending before the beginning of the taxable year multiplied by the deemed expenses with respect to such amount. Now, maybe a CPA like you can understand that, but I can't, and it makes me wonder which foreign corporation is getting 104% discount on their tax bill.
Well, none of them are. And again, this was really an amendment to try and simplify things, even though it sounds...
Now, wait a minute. That's a simplification?
And I do understand that when you're reading from an amendment, it's changing actual code, which actually does make it complicated. But you got to remember, it's stating amendment that's adjusting code. So it's, in some ways, it is difficult. Look, I feel sorry for many of the members on the Ways and Means Committee who don't have the experience from being a business guy and a tax guy, because some of this stuff is complicated.
It's just like reading Greek. I mean, it's more than complicated. You just wonder why you can't throw everything out. Okay. Here's a question from a viewer. Our viewers care a lot about what's happening. Millions of Americans are watching this process take place. And here's from one of our viewers. His name is Jim. We won't give his full name, but he says, David, the $3,000 maximum annual stock loss deduction has been in place since '67, I think. Have you heard or asked any representatives or senators if that is going to be increased? You know the answer to that?
From what I understand, that stays the same, but I can't tell you because we've been worried about itemized deductions and the tax rates. But in my opinion, from what I know today, that stays the same.
Congressman Renacci, it is one Herculean assignment that you have. I just wish it was possible to just throw away all those books and start all over again, fresh.
Look, I would agree with you, and that's the good thing about trying to simplify this, get it on a postcard. Look, we're in Ways and Means debating things that aren't factual, but that's the problem about making sausage, which is what we're doing right now. But we are trying to simplify it, and what I like about this, we can get this on a postcard. We raise the standard deduction, double it, eliminate some of these deductions. You're going to hear people say we're taking deductions away. We're not. We're doubling the standard deduction and giving 20% more people the opportunity to deduct that.
Well, and Congressman, our job is to expose what that sausage-making process looks like, so we hope you come back and help us do more of that. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll continue to do it. Thank you very much.